So, why don't we do the one that 4 feet, 1.5 and 6? Okay.
What's your calendar?
Well, on the 6, I only have 2 cases. So, and on the 5th, I have 3.
Your client, hey, Joseph, I'm going to put you on, I'm going to put you on speakerphone.
Let's try the, which would you prefer?
Joseph,
He's away.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So then I'll come in.
I have your client here, Mr. Wyckoff, with me.
Yes, Judge.
We sent him for another drug test today.
Yes.
He tested positive for cocaine
And THC.
and THC.
All right, Judge. Are you going to?
I mean, how can I let him go when he's testing positive for cocaine?
I've talked to him.
The last two, you ain't giving me no
numerous
window.
times.
The last test was confirmed negative, Judge, or it was positive just for THC.
Your last test here tested positive for only THC. And now you're testing positive for cocaine.
Using, I probably been on my pants or
Don't
something.
even, I don't want you to say anything,
Haven't
but
been using. I was just in here
everybody
Friday.
using? I don't want you to use alcohol or illegal drugs.
I haven't been.
And you just tested positive again for cocaine. It's not the first time. It's not the second time. Goes with you. Joseph, he'll pop up on tomorrow's docket, and I guess I'll reach out to you then and we'll see how we go forward.
Stop talking.
This moment exposes a recurring theme in courtrooms: relapse. The defendant insists the cocaine must have been on his pants, but the test results say otherwise. Judges have heard every excuse imaginable, and by now, patience is wearing thin. Viewers, think about this: how many chances should someone get before the court finally says, enough is enough? Addiction is real, but so is public safety. Should repeated drug positives mean automatic jail or more treatment? Drop your opinion in the comments, because cases like this divide courtrooms and communities
Stop
alike.
talking.
I'll be in the
Of course.
courthouse, Judge, so I can just stop by.
All right. Thanks, Joseph.
Thank you.
Said,
Good morning, Judge.
how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing great. So you were on bond for an assault case, and now you've picked up a new case. You've picked up a criminal mischief. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. So Mr. Sims was appointed to represent you on the assault. He's now also going to represent you on the criminal mischief. I have no idea what happened. So we're going to do probable cause real quick because I want to see what happened, and then we'll go from there. Okay?
Yes, Judge. On December 12th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to an apartment complex regarding a disturbance. Upon arrival, the officer met with the complainant, the property manager, who stated she was working inside the leasing office when she received a call from a resident stating there was a man breaking windows inside the apartment complex. The complainant stated she left immediately and saw the defendant walk up to a unit and smash the front window with a closed fist and elbow. The complainant stated the defendant then walked into his apartment, a next door unit, and the complainant stated she recognized the defendant and has had multiple issues with him in the past. The complainant stated both the front windows of the 2 next door units were destroyed, and each window would cost $1,000 to fix, so a total of $2,000.
So I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. You know, we gave you a PR bond. All we asked you to do is not get in trouble, and now you've picked up a new case.
Sir, I have an illness. I kind of had my house got broken into.
But I don't want to talk about the case because we've got a bunch of DAs here, and then whatever you say, they can use against you. But what we can do now is I don't know how to go forward with this. You know, all I know is that we've asked you not to pick up a new case, and you picked up a new case. And all I want, Mr. Said, is I want my county safe. That's it. And I don't know how to go forward. So perhaps we get a TRAS done to see how we go forward. In the interim, let's see what state says about, you know, your lawyer had worked out a great offer for you on the first case where it was going to be a mental health diversion program where if you get a little help, they were going to dismiss the case. I don't know how we're going to go forward now because of this new case. We need a little bit of time to figure out how we're going to go forward though. So I know you want to get out, but
I'm gonna get help.
I don't know how comfortable I feel giving you another PR bond. We gave you one and here we are again. If I give you another one, what's going to happen? It's a rhetorical question. I don't want you to answer, but that's what I'm thinking now. If I give you another PR bond, what's going to happen? Who do you have here in your life that's here to help you?
My father, mother, sister.
Okay, so what I'd like to do is this, is that I'd like to get in, perhaps Mr. Sims can get in touch with your family to see how best we also go forward. You know, I don't know who you're living with. I don't know whether they're able to, you know.
You have your own apartment, correct? He lives by himself in his own apartment.
Yeah, I still would like to reach out to your family to see how we go forward. The other thing is this, is that normally when we have cases like this, I forbid you from going back to the apartment complex.
That's what I was gonna put you on, Judge. I will need to speak to the leasing officer. I don't know if they will still want him. I don't know if they're planning to evict him because the 2 units that he caused damage to were in the apartment complex that he lives in. So I don't know how.
And I'll tell you, I don't know.
Do you want me to step out and? check?
No. I mean, because nothing's going to happen right now anyway. So I guess reach out to them, see what their feelings are on the matter. Now, we're not going to take a long time to do this, Mr. Said, but I don't know how to go forward, and we need to figure it out the best way for you so that we don't want this to happen again. And we don't want something even more catastrophic to happen.
This exchange is about more than 1 man. It's about the balance between second chances and community safety. The defense hopes for leniency, even a mental health diversion program. But the judge makes it clear he's worried about what happens if another chance leads to another crime. Bail reform debates across the country come down to this exact tension. Should the system lean toward compassion and treatment or firm consequences to protect the public? In your eyes, is the judge being too cautious or just realistic? Let us know in the comments.
To happen. So I'm going to ask Mr. Sims to reach out to your family. We'll also see about getting you with a TRAS to see how we also go forward with this as well. And then with the state to see if they're still okay with the mental health PTI. Okay. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is that it's going to take a couple days to get this done. Okay.
I don't think I have a lot of health problems. One of them.
I'll let you talk with Mr. Sims, and he can tell you, he can tell me what and how to go forward. Okay. But I don't want you to say anything now because, like I said, I don't want you to get in further trouble. Okay. I wanted to bring you out to let you know the roadmap and how we're going to go forward. Okay. All right. Thank you. Hi.
Yes, I know, so to the judge, I know you honor, I know, yes, you honor.
Good morning, Ms. Torres. Ma'am, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you a deferred adjudication. This is a great deal. If you can complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record, which is really important, but you need to understand that you give up nearly every right known to man by entering into this agreement. And if you complete it successfully, like I said, you don't end up with a conviction, but if you do something to violate this agreement, we issue a warrant for your arrest. We put you in custody, bring you back out, determine if you violated it. And if you did, you're looking at an entire year in jail. You understand? To complete it successfully, you must do a thinking for a change. You must also do an anger management class. You must also do a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess further conditions, you must fulfill them. No threatening, harassing, or abusive contact with the Derek Michael Waters and Ms. Mendoza. Do you understand? Like I said, if you violate this, we issue a warrant for your arrest, and then you're looking at a lot of time in jail. I'll make you a deal. If you do well, you get all your classes done. If you're nice to everybody, we can perhaps take you off in half the time. It could be done in 6 months if you get everything done quick, and most of all, be nice to everybody. Which thinking for a change did you want?
Whatever the standard one is, that's all the plea report that's being for a change, whatever the standard course is.
So I guess just do the smaller one, yeah. Right. It's a big deal because there's the long thinking for change, which is 4 months, and then there's the smaller one. So we're not asking much. You also understand there's no weapons and you cannot consume alcohol or illegal drugs as well.
This was.
How old are you, man?
How old are you, Judge?
How old are you,
How
man?
old are you?
19.
19.
Did you
No.
graduate from high school? Did you graduate from high school? Okay.
No, sir, and yes, sir, to the judge.
So
Okay?
what are you gonna do with yourself? What are you
Ma'am,
gonna do with yourself? Shh. You're 19. You didn't graduate from high school. Where are you going?
Trying to go forward. I've been working right now in a promotion of getting my GED.
Here, the judge shifts from tough enforcer to life coach. Instead of focusing only on punishment, he sets education as a bond condition, telling a 19-year-old that without a GED, she struggle her entire life. It's part lecture, part warning, and part opportunity. Courtrooms don't just hand out punishments, they sometimes try to rewrite someone's future. But do you think this kind of tough love approach actually works? Or does it put too much pressure on young offenders? Comment below if you think requiring a GED is the right path to redemption, or just another hurdle.
I'd like to make that a condition as well. Please. Guys, if you're okay with that.
Yes, Judge, we're okay with that.
That's probably one of the most important things here. You cannot go through life without having your GED. You will make pennies to when anybody else is making $1. It's a proven fact. You have to have at least a high school education. You have to know something in this life. Knowledge is power. Don't rely on a man. That man may never be there in the future for you. And if you don't have a skill, if you don't have a trade, if you don't have a career, you'll be penniless and life sucks without money. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what I'm going to do is within 3 weeks, we want to see that she's signed up for a GED class. I'd like to keep it here, or I'd like to keep it close so that we can like seriously monitor her. I'm going to monitor you myself because I want to make sure that you're at least getting your GED. It's extremely important. Do you understand, Ms. Torres?
Yes, sir.
I will waive all your costs for everything that I can. It's never about money. It's about you doing what you say you're going to do and staying out of trouble. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, once you are in with us, you're signing a contract with us. And I'm going to tell you now, I will hold you to this until you get your GED. And if you start playing with us, you start toying with us, we can amend it, put you in, take you back out until you take us seriously. No dope, no alcohol, get your GED. Do you have any questions? If you ever have a question, if you ever have an issue, all you have to do is tell us. In here, you have to be able to talk with us, tell us what's going on if there's ever a problem. If you just take off and you blow us off, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. You will end up going to jail. And I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to hold you to this until at a minimum you get your GED. You understand? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Sorry?
How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty? I'm not going to find you guilty. I will withhold that for a year. Get it done. Make us proud. Good luck, man.
thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Duke.
Yes, sir.
There's nothing worse than when your lawyer is upset. You know, do you work? What do you do for a living? So you don't work for free, do you? You don't work free, do you?
I don't work for free, but I did.
So I don't want you, it's a rhetorical question. The thing is that your case is old and it's now where it's either put up or shut up and we're ready to go to trial. You know, your case is 140 days. In 40 days, this is when we set the case for trial. It's time to figure out what we're going to do. You know, I'd like you to get together with them to see what you can do to try to mend the relationship, but it's old and it's time to figure out what to do, you know? Can you try to see if there's something worth salvaging and
He's
mending?
communicated with our office, but there's still a large chunk that he owes. I mean, he can't guarantee us when he'll ever be able to get it to us. So that's just kind of where we're at this point.
So can I talk next week? Okay, I did discuss with the representative in charge of the payment, but
Our office manager.
the office manager. Honestly, I was supposed to pay before the end of December, but I did get sick. You know, I did have some things going on, so I would like them to reconsider.
Do you still work full time? Do you earn a salary?
When I did get sick, it did affect my paychecks, you know, for like quite a month. So I get paid every 2 weeks. I don't really go driving, you know, so if I don't drive.
Salaried employee?
I get paid per hour. I don't get a salary. Salary is 6 per month. I don't get.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a medical driver.
A medical driver?
Yes.
Okay. And how much money do you make an hour?
An hour is $15 an hour.
Yeah, I mean.
But it's not like that's something. I did get sick, so I've been working for some time. I was in pain. I couldn't even walk. And I went to ER.
So when is the last time you've worked?
I did get back on my feet and.
So you're telling me you haven't worked at all? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yes, they're like recovered for like quite a week, and it did affect my paycheck. So I haven't been able to make the payments that I was making. But I did make a payments like I think yesterday. I didn't even make a payment, so I need more time in order to make more payments. You know, to the point that they will reconsider.
We're at the stage where it's time to set your case for trial or end it somehow. We're not at the stage where we're going to push your case another 6 months no. It's time to work these things out. I mean, there's no way to.
I mean, that's up to your discretion. I can let the office know if you don't want to sign our motion, and then we'll continue to work on the case. But
if your honor, you can give me more time, I will get back to the point that they'll be able to consider for the.
How much time are you talking? Say it again.
If I can have a month or 2 months or 4 payments.
So let me see. I'll have you fill out an application, but I don't know if you're going to qualify for an appointed lawyer. You need a lawyer to represent you. And I'm going to tell you now, even if I let them withdraw, whoever you hire, you're going to be in an extremely fast track getting ready for trial because your case is 140 days. And like I told you, at 180, we set that for trial. You know, I need to know everything about you, how much money you make an hour. I need to know how much money you have in the bank, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, what kind of cars you drive, everything about you to see whether you qualify. If you don't qualify, you're going to have to go hire someone else. And then you're going to spend a bunch of money elsewhere.
So let me ask you a question. How long can I have in order to be back on track for the payments?
I don't know. That's something that you need to negotiate with them to see what they're willing to take. But I'm going to tell you now, if you don't qualify for a lawyer, all the money that's been already spent, it's just,
But she is on a PTI track, and at this point, he's also going to have to spend the money on the fees and stuff for PTI.
Look, I take this seriously. I don't give out lawyers like it's candy on Halloween. You truly have to qualify because when we give out court-appointed lawyers, it's I pay for it, they pay for it, they pay for it, we all pay for it. And I take it seriously, and it's not fair to just hand them out. You have to qualify. I'm following the law. So if you want, how do I pronounce your last name?
Okay.
Okay. If you'd like, I can have you fill out an application to see whether you qualify. But if you don't, like I said, it is what it is.
May I have at least a month to be able to get the balance, please?
Of course.
A month?
Yeah. Oh, no. We're not going to sit this where you're going to come back in a month. Nothing's happened. I'm not going to play this game. We need to decide today what's going to happen because in a month, now we're at 109 So let's do this. If you want, I can give you an application to fill out. I can wait to see whether I'm going to grant or deny your motion. In the interim, if you want to try to negotiate something, I don't know. But like I said, I take giving court-appointed lawyers seriously. I don't hand them out like candy because the public pays for it. And it's not fair for them to pay for something when you can afford it. You just don't want to pay. I don't know how much money you have in the bank. I've never met you, sir. I don't know who you are. I don't know what kind of car you drive. I don't know if you drive a Shelby Cobra. So let's do that. I'll have you fill out an application. If you want to try to talk to them to mend the relationship, perhaps that can work. If not, I'll wait to get your application and we'll go from there.
Yes, I want to talk to them. I want to try to have a deal with them, please.
With what?
I'm trying to see what kind of deal I can have with them for payment plans.
So
if
you
they
can go
set
call
me
the
up.
office again, but they've already told you no.
Yes, please.
So
Just, you have to understand that relationships are built on trust, right? And if you're not forthcoming with the side and you put them off and you put them off and you say you're going to do this and you say you're going to do that, and then you go back on your word repeatedly, that goes a long way, you know? So well, I'll have you step back. You tell me what you want to do. And I'll give you a couple minutes. I don't want you to make a decision here. Take a step back. You guys just
we'll check back in.
let me know
Judge.
what you want to do. All right. Please.
Thank you.
For sure. And thank you for Casey for
Yeah, no worries. Thank you, Judge.